We can still do it. I
And
just
we're
won't talk
recording.
about my side of things.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey,
Hi.
Hey, it's been a while.
been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit.
It
It's
certainly
been a
has been a
long
while.
time, buddy.
I feel like I haven't talked to you in ages.
Yeah, it's been like a whole day.
I mean, goodness.
2 days.
So,
All right, that's it.
yeah,
That's it.
all right.
Podcast over. We got it.
Good podcast.
The last episode of the podcast was uploaded 8 months ago. The Milk Editor here. I actually am recording this, or editing this video, a significant time later than when we recorded it. This video is being released on October 11th of 2025, and the last Road Closed episode was October 27th of 2024. So we're scratching the edge of a year here on this episode.
Jesus, it's
Oh
almost
my
been a year.
god.
Wow.
That was
This
about
podcast
a
has been
time
going
ago.
on and off for a year. That's crazy.
No,
It
we
is.
went really strong there for a couple of months.
And then
We
everybody
were
gave
strong
up
for
on
a
it.
few months. A lot of stuff has happened since then.
Lot. I mean, an astonishing amount. Yeah.
An
Yeah.
unholy amount of stuff has happened since the last episode of the podcast.
Many a things. Who should we start with? Who's got the most interesting happenings?
Well, first of all,
Sully.
hello, hi, welcome back to the Road Closed podcast. Holy shit, it's been 8 months, and we have recorded since those 8 months, and I still have recordings that were never released. But
And they'll
this is gonna be
probably
the
stay
next
that
one. It'll
way.
probably stay that way. Yeah, I'll do a bonus episode. I'll throw some funny stuff in there. We had a very politically charged episode right in the changing of the fucking presidency.
Dude, I don't even remember what was said. I just know that we
Neither
can't
do I.
ever
I wanna
release
hear it.
that.
I'll probably release something stupid on the internet at some point and be like, wow, this was a mistake. Whoopsie daisy. But
Hey,
anyway,
Forget
it'll be
about
fine.
the expert professions that never saw the light of day.
Did the Professions never see the light of day? That one was so good.
No, because you butchered Sully's part and it just devolved into
Oh,
shit.
that's
yeah.
It never saw the light of day because Sully didn't like his profession. I forgot about that.
You gave it to me, man. That was fucked. But I could still release parts of those episodes. I could do like a half and half episode where I has 2 topics.
We could just redo that one.
We could. And then I could splice
I
both
don't
of the
know
episodes
if it would
together.
ever match the magic of what that episode was,
Wouldn't.
though.
I
That's
mean,
the problem.
there's some things that we won't be able to recreate, obviously, but I think now that everybody kind of has a better grasp on it, it will. We could overall make a net positive out of a new one.
I don't know,
I
man.
can still use the clips that were good from that episode, and we can just tack more on there. We don't have to like redub that
8
shit.
months later, we add to an episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you know what? I have the perfect place to start this. I have the absolute perfect place to start this, and it'll be adding to a previous episode. So, in one of the older episodes, I don't remember which one it was. You know what? I don't even remember if we talked about this after it happened. But the lady that I bitched about at Walmart turned me into HR.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
got in trouble for the podcast episode.
We didn't talk about this on a podcast because at the time we couldn't.
Yeah, because both him and I both still worked there.
I
But
know,
a lot
on
has
the
changed.
podcast episodes. Well, and they wanted me to take it down too, but it's just like I'm not doing that. I forget her name already. The HR lady, she's great, but she was like, "We can't tell you not to talk about these things, and we can't, this is protected right by the Constitution, blah blah blah. But you probably should not say your name in it, and you probably should not mention other people's names that you work with in it." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." I'm so shocked I didn't get fired for that.
That is a
Remind me of
little
that name,
surprising
but
that you
don't
didn't.
work with that thing.
I mean, yeah, name drop that bitch. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck you, Andy. You were the worst part about waking up every time I had to go to work.
Oh man. All
And then I
right.
quit.
Well,
I don't work there anymore.
what else has happened in your goings-ons since the last time we talked?
Well, the genuinely real reason that I haven't uploaded an episode since last time, which was October, by the way, so I can run through this in chronological order. Got married in November, bought a car, bought a house in December, bought another car, had a child in January, quit my job, Went to realty school, and now I'm a realtor. And we're just getting back into a settled pace after moving and getting married and having a child, and, you know, everything that an adult would do over the course of 10 years, I did in about 3 months.
A busy bee you have been.
He can finally be bees.
We can be.
We can finally be bees.
Oh, that's something that's
The
happening in
episode-
my life too. God, you guys are so good with the fucking segues today. I'm gonna own bees soon.
Have you actually
finally
confirmed that?
I'm gonna be a bee farmer.
Let's go. Did you order them?
No, I still have things that I need to do
Oh.
first, but I've done my research. I know what I want. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be
Okay.
a beekeeper.
That's nice. I like that.
That's what's up. Well, does anybody else want to go next? I mean, I'll go next, but I have a pretty short segment on my life because not a lot has changed.
Does not matter. Just go ahead.
All right, so for me, really, the only things that have changed is that I'm actively pursuing, or I'm actively making content on Instagram now. I post at least once every couple of weeks, which I need to be more consistent about, but I just don't have a lot of content right now. But I am actively posting and getting likes and comments and things like that. So that has happened. On top of that, October was the last time we did this.
Mhm.
I didn't get my wheels on my car until January. So my car has wheels now, has some nice wheels on it. And then that's... Oh yeah, I'm also working on an EP, and that's about it. That's I'm working on music, I'm working on content creation, my car has new wheels. Not a lot else has changed.
At least you're making moves.
I am
He
making
is
moves.
Certainly
Moves.
making moves.
Speaking of making moves, Logan, why don't you go ahead?
God,
You've had a
Uh,
pretty interesting 8 months.
Yeah. Since the last episode, I've had some changes in the family dynamic and the living space. Because I mean, back in November, like middle of the month was when my mom died, so that was a great time. Real festive. But yeah, oh, and by the way, we actually got an update on that recently. The motherfuckers has gotten away with it. And I'm so mad. I want to set up a hunting party for him.
I was gonna say that's
Mm.
not the update I was hoping for. I'll be real with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sounded so excited. You're like, hey, we got a new update. He got away.
Oh, I'm not thrilled about it. I was kind of pissed when I heard about it. Of course, I thought they had given up before then. So I'm a little more indifferent about it than I probably should be. But either way, I can have fun dreams of hunting him for sport.
You should
but you
give
know, other-
context to the listeners there because they probably don't really understand what's happening here.
Who needs context? No, my mom was with an abusive pile of garbage who, she certainly wasn't without her faults considering she was also on the path to alcoholism. But, I mean, that guy, across like 3 or 4 different exes, had domestic abuse on his record and, even tried to stab one of them.
Flattering.
And they just did nothing about it, ever. So that's the justice system for you. But, he ended up around my mom and they got together for some unholy reason. And, exactly what everybody expected to happen ended up happening because that's how abusive people are. But, again, I don't, I'm a little more, neutral about the situation all these months later. I don't have an active, burning desire to go hunt him down. It's just kind of a passing thought.
I think about it every now and then.
Yeah, sometimes I remember and feel a moment of intense rage, but other than that, I don't really care. I just hope that he's somewhere slowly dying from alcohol poisoning in a ditch. And I call it good.
We can only hope.
But other than that, I moved. I said goodbye to Kansas, which
You're not in Kansas anymore.
I'm not. I'm not. I did
You're
see a
on
tornado
Pandora.
last year, but that did not take me away from
That
Kansas.
video was so cool. You literally just sent that shit on like a random Tuesday night.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was fucking crazy.
I think it was a Sunday we were out. Either a Sunday or a Wednesday, because that's when my dad was off work when we still lived up there. But I mean, yeah, it was wild. Not related though. I moved away though. That's the important thing that happened since the last podcast. Back down to Oklahoma so that I could hang out with all of you. And
It was real nice to finally touch you.
yeah, I got that sweet, glorious human interaction that's been missing from my life for so many months.
And
Or
now,
years, actually. I
doesn't
lived in
he-
Wichita for about 5 years.
and now he doesn't
5 or
need
6.
any more of it. He fucking hates going outside.
No, around the 4th of July and everything, I had 5 days in a row of interacting. I'm tired of that shit now.
He's
You
done.
can-
He's going back
Well-
to Kansas. Fuck everybody else.
We'll set up meetings next year or something, but I've had it for this one. No, the only thing
next year.
I miss Kansas only for like one big reason, and that is that I like getting to go see the foxes, which I don't get to see down here.
Did you
In
ever
fact,
talk about the Foxes on the podcast before?
I don't know that it ever came up.
I think once.
I honestly don't recall. Maybe if we went over hobbies, I talked about it since I do photography.
It also very well could have been an unuploaded episode.
That's
yeah,
true.
Very likely. Yeah.
For context, he would go to a cemetery in Kansas and take pictures of foxes like ritualistically every week. It was really, really
Feed
cool.
them hot
They-
dogs.
Yeah, they'd feed them hot dogs and they'd come out and be all photogenic and shit like foxes are, and they just hang out and vibe while he took pictures. of them.
I
Super
took
cool stuff.
hundreds of photos of them. Now, a lot of them were duplicates or, terrible lighting because foxes come out like not that long before the sun sets, so the light's trash most of the time. But I took hundreds of pictures, and more importantly, I saw them a ton over the year that I got to see them. Even got the highly coveted snow pictures of them that I had been hoping to get. They were all fluffy, they were playing in the snow, it was fantastic. But then I moved at the beginning of April was when I finally moved down here, and I haven't really seen anything as interesting. My photography has been boring in comparison, because I had a niche with the foxes, and
Are they
I'm a little lacking on that here. Though I have seen more owls since moving, which are my second favorite animal.
Dude, I love me a good owl.
Oh, they're great. They make funny noises, and they have giant saucer eyes that make them look constantly either like they have a 1,000-yard stare or angry, and I resonate with both of those things because I've been told I look angry all the time.
Facts.
He's just
Yeah,
Not
so
a lot other than that.
you've had a pretty eventful 8 months, I would say. Pretty decently eventful 8 months.
Wish it was more eventful, other than those like 2 major changes, but I don't do a lot.
That's true.
Although some of my photography is now in the service of helping Sully set his
yeah,
business up.
Semi-professional.
We
Is what
pretend
they
at least.
call that.
It's professional. I pay him when he lets me.
I see his Facebook profile and I can be like, hey, I took that picture.
And it's on a business page, so
So
But,
in a sense, I have a little bit of pride about that. Still need to get some car pictures.
Right quick before we go on and continue on with our days, I do have to mention today is a very tragic day. I am dating the podcast with this, by the way, but today, as everybody around the world I'm sure has heard by now, marks the unfortunate passing of Mr. Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness himself, which is, I mean, it's not unexpected. It's just a little sad because, he kind of started this whole metal thing, and a lot of us in the friend group listen to metal. A lot of us are into it, and even if we didn't listen to Black Sabbath or Ozzy himself, it's still kind of a big deal because without him, we wouldn't have a lot of the music we listen to and enjoy today. So I just figured that, we should get that out there as kind of like a small little tribute to him.
He does deserve it.
He
It's
does.
so wild hearing that he's really gone, because although I knew he was getting up there in age, and I even knew that he had Parkinson's, which one way or the other ends up being a death sentence, it's still one of those almost mythical,
I mean, yeah,
famous people that you don't expect to see the news that they actually died.
it's one of those people, he has been alive for as long as I have. There hasn't been a time in my life where he didn't exist, and he always kind of lured around in the background. It's not like I paid super close attention to him or anything, but it's one of those things, He was always there. You would always, every now and then, you'd hear something about him. For my whole life, that's how it was.
I liked when I first read the article. Somebody interviewed him at one point, and he said the reason that he stopped taking, I think it was LSD, was because he went on a walk and a horse told him to fuck off, and he decided he was done right then and there.
Anyway, Caden, what all has changed, evolved, or progressed in your life, sir?
Well, I went from working evenings at bullshit Walmart to waking up at 4 o'clock every morning to go work in a warehouse. But I'm also not making $17.34 anymore. I'm making closer to 22 and on track to make 24. I'm pretty excited. I'm working on moving up within the company. It's actually a pretty good company. Best company I've worked for. Although I would like to try to figure out some way to make money on my own. But for now, it's doing what I need it to. Really, that's all. That's really all that's changed.
Very, very exciting.
Not a whole
The
lot.
aspect of more money is something that I desire to attain. I will get there in time. Landon, do you have anything to add?
I'll keep this brief because I don't really want to talk about it a whole lot. My relationship fell apart. Got a new job. Got a new place to stay. We're alive.
Let's go.
All right, we out here, boys. Anyway, yeah. So I guess that's a pretty brief update from everybody, all things considered. Considering,
I was not
that was,
brief.
that was like 8 months and 15 minutes.
Isaac
So
is
it's
not here
decently
right
brief.
now, but this motherfucker is valedictorian of his class and has already been accepted into like 7 different colleges and is just picking them up like Pokemon. He just keeps
Fuck, it's up
going.
to 7 now?
He's got so
Yeah, what-
many.
What all
I
colleges?
could not list all of them. I'll be real. with
List
you.
the big ones because there's some names on
All
here.
right,
Like,
hold on. I'll go to my text and see which one he said to me.
because I know 2 of them, at least.
The milk editor again. I had to go back in and edit some things out between 2 parts of the podcast, and so I actually didn't end up finding that list until later in the episode, so the transition is a bit jarring. I apologize.
Anyway, back to podcast stuff here. I decided to go to Whataburger today for dinner, and they have these new like lemonade things. I guess it's like a raspberry pear lemonade. I'm not really sure. It's called the prickly pear raspberry lemonade. Very strange. It's primarily raspberry. There's raspberry pieces all up in it. It's a very much a white girl drink, but I saw it and was like, ooh, that looks interesting. So
You thought I'm
Right.
a white girl.
well, here's the thing, right? You know how whenever you see something on a menu and it looks all nice, like you go to McDonald's and they've got their fucking quarter pounder up there on the fucking screen and it's nice and big and fluffy and looks absolutely delicious, and then when you get it, it's a flat, barely piece of meat stuffed between 2 like hyper processed pieces of bun, and it's like,
Yeah.
I had the opposite experience with this. So the screen showed just a like a normal raspberry colored like drink that looked like raspberry lemonade, and I was like, okay, well that looks good enough, I'll try it, whatever. What I got was, it's in like a coffee cup, like one of the small coffee cups, but it came with a koozie and it is the raspberry colored drink, but it also has raspberry pieces and stuff floating in it, which was not in the pictures on the screen and stuff. So it was the opposite experience. I expected something less than what I got, and now I have a Whataburger koozie, which is nice. So that's pretty cool.
Whataburger doesn't skimp out on their shit. I picked up
Dude,
those
mean-
like 25th anniversary cups they sell. They sold for a little while. I don't know if they're still doing it. Those are actually some pretty good cups. I forgot one I use.
Whataburger, for being a
dishwasher
fast
safe.
food joint, is surprisingly on top of their merchandise.
Dude,
So
I
like you
got-
said that the Whataburger in this area wasn't that good. I've had it twice, 3 times now, and they haven't missed.
Talking about the Whataburger? Oh, you're gonna have to cut that. I didn't think about that one. You can
Dumbass.
just
answer is
beat
yes,
that
so
shit.
we-
I like that Whataburger. That's like the Whataburger I've
Hey.
had the best experiences with.
Don't come to the one here.
Yeah, don't do that. Alan,
Where?
up there.
It was bad. It was so bad.
The one by
So
where I
bad.
used to live is
At the beach.
there's some things I want to say about that place that I can't say.
You can
Is
say
that the shitty one with a Walmart neighborhood market behind it?
Yeah, it's the one that's full of
It smelled like a urinal
Probably
cake
can't
when
say
you
that.
on the front door.
it.
You knew
I
it
was
was
about
bad.
to say, maybe you're right. Maybe you should. Maybe we should think
There's
about
the reason why I said what I said.
Great callback to the shitty fast food workers episode.
But Sully, did you find those college
Why
names
fast
from the
food workers
previous
deserve less.
Yeah, I did actually. Well, he gave
What
me
do we
all
got?
the
What's your brother?
abbreviations, so give me a second because I gotta fucking unabbreviate them. Don't be silent though. That's what
guy
I-
over here. This guy's straight up unabbreviating his shit right now.
What are we
Yeah.
unabbreviating?
college
He's
names.
unabbreviating his shit right now.
What's the shit? Like an actual pile of shit? Does it have an abbreviation?
I mean, shit, it could be.
Oh,
Whoa.
oh my. Hey,
Oh,
Uh,
my.
But yeah, so I was pleasantly surprised with this raspberry pear thing, which also might have cactus in it because whenever you look at the koozie, it's got cactus or cacti and raspberries on it, and that's confusing because it's just called the prickly pear raspberry lemonade.
Prickly
don't know
pear
what-
is a cactus.
Oh, okay, so then it's cactus flavored. I don't know shit about dick apparently. So
You just reminded me of something that my dad still makes fun of to this day. When I was little, I don't know if you guys ever went to Rib Crib and like played tic-tac-toe and colored in on the little menus they gave you.
yeah.
yeah,
They always had a cactus as one of the little characters on there. And the first time I tried to say cactus, I said cat piss. And I've never lived it down. It's one of those pronunciations that have haunted me since. It's just every time that my dad sees a cactus, he has to remind me cat piss.
it nudges you
Is
twice.
something that
Hey,
you said.
cat piss.
Although of course we also say when I was really little, I used to call batteries and strawberries battiaries and strawberries. And so that one also is reminded to me often.
You were right for
I
that.
Listen,
love
man.
the batteries.
You know, the only thing I remember you fucking up was you had like a migraine coming on or some shit. That's how you
It
explained
was.
it. And you were trying to. We had cupcakes. They were chocolate cupcakes, and you were like, "Oh man, I could really go for a chocolate cupcake." And I was like, "Wow!" Bro, like a cock on a cupcake. That's crazy.
I
And
know,
so, yeah,
that was one of the
Logan's
first. That was one of the first times I had. I think they're called like an ocular migraine, which is stupid because a migraine is in the eyes already.
Like it was
So-
actually distorting your vision.
So, yeah, it like gives an aura off to the side of your vision that makes, which I didn't see because it usually appears in my lazy eye, and I have trouble noticing it. But after the pain starts showing up, it also starts mimicking stroke symptoms, and the best way I can put it is one day I had a different one. I was driving to work when I still worked at Sonic, and
Imagine working at Sonic.
I couldn't be me anymore. I would never go back. As I was driving there, I left home fine with a little bit of an ache behind one of my eyes, but that was it. But as I was going down the highway,
Sorry,
Shut
you
up.
could say it was like a longing.
no,
That's
No,
bad.
oh, okay.
That was not good.
That
no,
was
but as
terrible.
I was on my way down the highway, I started noticing the road signs were making sense. Because whenever I am having one of those migraines, I apparently can't read, and I can't speak either. It's like throwing all of the letters that make up the English language into a fucking Yahtzee cup and just shaking it up, and then dumping it onto the table.
I got the answer we're looking for.
Okay, go ahead.
So he's been accepted into John Brown University, Southwest OSU, OSU, OBU, which is Oklahoma Baptist University, MSU, which is Michigan State, and then Wichita State. And the seventh one, it's not an Ivy League school, but it might as well be. He's been accepted into Carthage.
He's also been.
Yeah.
I thought he's also been accepted into TU, MIT, and all
No,
those other
TU
ones,
is the one
Harvard
he
and
wants
shit.
to go to. The applications
I
for
see.
those colleges don't open until August.
Gotcha.
He does have 4 other applications already submitted, though, and he's going to submit the rest in August when they open.
What is he even going to do?
You know, he tells me cybersecurity, but realistically, he could do whatever the fuck he wanted. I do not believe he is limited.
Yeah, it is a tricky field to get into, but I wish him the best of luck.
Well,
We
shit, if
couldn't
he can get
see
into
him-
it, though, he's set, man. Cybersecurity is
Oh,
a
yeah.
constant thing.
I couldn't see him going out of his way to do something like something related to the English language or writing or any of that. But if it's math or science based, I saw his ACT scores. He could definitely nail that shit.
Oh, he mentioned that too, by the way. The ACT scores, he has not even submitted those to the colleges that have already accepted him.
Wow, damn.
That's wild.
He got
I
into
mean,
Carthage
genuinely
without
good for
his
him. That's
fucking ACT score.
That's fucking crazy. Dude.
That is insane.
Yeah, he's
good for him.
nuts.
genuinely.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
Wish I would have been that smart.
Bro, no shit. You know how much further in life I'd be right now?
I don't really think he's smarter than any of us. He just applies himself.
Nah, he's damn sure smarter than me, bro. I opted
He
out of
might be
algebra
smarter
too.
than you, but I don't think he's smarter than the rest of us. That's
See,
not giving him enough credit. He probably definitely is smarter than the rest of us, but I think we fail. in
He's
other
the
places.
dumbest, smartest person I've ever met.
I think the rest of us
No,
fail in
that-
other places.
That goes to my brother. My brother's the dumbest, smartest person I've ever met.
I don't know. Your brother hasn't fucked up in such a glorious way that Isaac has. Fun.
And again, I mean, he's a kid, man. They do really, really dumb shit, and sometimes they will make mistakes that are really, really dumb fucking mistakes, and that's just how it is. You know,
Oh, you know
he's
what?
gonna learn from it one way or another.
That's something that's also happened since we did another podcast. He's not a kid anymore. He's not. That's happened since the podcast has made another episode.
That's true. He is 18 now.
That's wild.
I mean, I still consider him a child.
yeah.
He
He's the
cannot
little
legally
girl, but
drink.
That's still crazy.
He has to at least 20 to stop being a kid, and then I'm gonna start treating him like a fucking adult.
I'm gonna start beating the shit out of him.
Dude, if it has to come to that, man, I don't want it to, but he does some dumb shit that deserves an ass whooping. He's gonna get his ass whooped.
This is great.
Hands
content.
on
Too bad I have to
re-educating.
Cut all of it.
We don't have to cut all of it. I would prefer not every bit of that in, but we don't have to cut all of that.
I wouldn't
there
know
was.
what to cut specifically.
How?
I just think.
It's a cut all or cut none situation. How are you going to splice all of that together?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, it's more personal anyway. It's not podcast related.
It was pretty podcast. Well, you know,
It was
Whatever.
decently podcast
Well,
related.
it was decently podcast related, but you know,
I'd say on the actual podcast related thing, the last thing we were talking about was Isaac being extremely smart, and then you said he's not technically
the-
any more smart than everybody here.
which again, I have
Which,
to
I mean-
starkly disagree with.
I think
Well,
he just
you know,
fucking. I think he just applies himself, man.
that's what I was gonna say. Is he definitely applies himself
as
better?
he did for school. Any one of us could be in his position, but
As
none
you
of us
see,
did.
And I don't
when I
want
saw
to.
when I saw his ACT score, what was it, a 28 or a 29 altogether?
It was a 29.
I think I either had the exact same score or I was 1 point below. But you know, where we differentiated is I couldn't do shit in the math section. The science one kind of alright, but the math section really stomped my ass. But you know, I excelled in the English sections and the reading. Hell, I don't think I ever saw my scores for the writing, but I know I was at least capable of it. But like Isaac is just way better at math, and in fact, I think a decent number of the people in this group are better at calculations than I would be. But they also, you know, Isaac, and you both just apply yourselves to problems a lot better than what I do. I'm very lax.
I am confident that Isaac is definitely smarter than all of us now, comparatively. But I think at our own high school level, if we were to do what he has already done and the hours he's put into doing it, then we could be at least somewhat equivalated to him. But at
And
our
I would
current
say there's
standpoint,
also
he's definitely smarter than all of us, without question.
I would say also there's no definitive time when you stop learning and getting smarter, you know, unless you end up with some kind of disorder that quite literally eats holes in your brain. You know, you can pretty much always gain new knowledge and get smarter. It might not be in the same topics as another person, but you can always become more intelligent, which is why it's always good to read stuff. Anytime you get the inkling to learn something new, just go read something. I do it all the time.
I have a list of basically how to become rich books that I've started reading recently.
Trump,
Do they
the Art
work?
of the
Are you
Deal.
rich?
I mean, I feel like I am learning from them.
Have you read Trump's Art of the Deal? I need to know.
No, the one I'm reading right now is called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Would have been so funny if you just said Robert. Just Robert.
By Robert.
By Robert.
I'm cutting out Kiyosaki.
Thanks for the tips, Rob.
Shout out my boy Rob for the tips on how to get rich quick.
My dad has a bunch of books still of just how to. It's how to win arguments, how to make friends with people, or you know, negotiate, because he has social issues as well, which is why it always surprises me that he is so good at his job, because I inherited a lot of my problems with social interaction from him. But I just haven't read the books about that and worked hard to mask the autistic tendencies. Instead, I read books about, well, I haven't read one in a while. I have things on my list to help with my other creative endeavors. Like, I have a whole bunch of H.P. Lovecraft books that I need to get to so I can learn how to write stuff in line with Eldritch Horror, because I think it would be cool.
That would be cool.
Eldritch Horror stuff would be dope as fuck.
I like the idea of trying to describe the undescribable, or the indescribable. There's something charming about the idea to me. Point is, you can always get smarter about something as long as you put in.
I think I'm just trying to fill my time with like activities that I like, but also making shmoney, you know? So like, I want to do content creation, and the podcast is a good part of it, as well as like doing YouTube and content for my realty page, and then doing some asset stuff through Robinhood, doing some sales there and whatnot. Just trying to fill more of my time with. I'm trying to be better at being disciplined. Discipline is a huge one.
And now you're even trying to
that's an
ease
important
the
thing.
list.
I think that's another argument for Isaac being as advanced as he is with the rest of us. If we were as disciplined as he is now, then like if we were that disciplined in school as he is right now, we'd all be much better off.
Oh man.
piece of shit.
That's
Discipline's a
something
big
that I've
thing.
been told a lot as like through high school. I give Melissa a lot of shit. I just name dropped that's my mother.
I will believe it.
But she is very correct in the fact that I just don't apply myself very well. We talked about ACT scores. I showed up to mine completely unprepared, sleep deprived, and I think I got like a 22 or a 24.
Which, I mean, is still not terrible. That's a 19 is what you need state level colleges.
Yeah, no, I just showed up to it and did it.
Dude, I took a whole
I just
semester of
don't care
ACT
to put
prep.
that much effort into it.
I mean,
And
yeah,
that's my biggest problem. I just don't want to work that hard.
You know, I think the only thing I regret for situations like this is I should have applied myself earlier. Like, I am
Dang.
applying myself now confidently, but I should have done shit. Like, for example, I'm doing I've traded in some Bitcoin because it's been going up recently, and I've been doing that for the last few months. If I did that 5 years ago, or when I graduated high school, if I started doing that then, I would easily be a millionaire by now. That shit went up so high since 2021.
To be fair, it's things like that are kind of like that meme you see once in a while. Damn, too bad I wasn't buying a house in 2008. Instead, I was in school being a fucking idiot, because you see how much the housing market's changed over the years. I mean, you can't predict what you should devote your time to
You're right, you
a
can.
lot of times until it's later on. I mean,
But
you can look back and say, damn, I should have done that, but
that also goes back
know.
to if I was just doing it, then I would be much better
to be
off.
fair, you didn't have as much financial sort of stability at that time
Also true.
to where you could just throw money at something and hope it works.
Yeah, this was pre-truck. You have to remember. So it's one of those things. I think my biggest thing. I mean, I've always considered myself a decently hard worker, but I definitely there is an issue with the discipline, like you were saying. Which I need more of. I need, like, for example, this whole Instagram thing. I need to start getting footage and start, doing, like, I need to make content more consistent. I'm always excited when I post a new reel, and then it never does anything good, and I'm like, why didn't it do anything good? And it's because I haven't fucking posted in 2 weeks, and the algorithm forgot I existed. If I had, more discipline, I would, post more often. I would, keep up with the algorithm and stuff. And I just need it really does just come down to I just need to get out and make content, which I actually do plan on doing this weekend. There's a bunch of photo shoots I want to take and videos I want to record and stuff like that, and I've got nothing going on this weekend for the first time in ages, so
That's
going to be
something I really want to. My life's been in turmoil for the last couple of months. Honestly, it's been in turmoil for the last 3 years. But we don't want to talk about that.
You're the one talking about it, buddy.
I know.
I just wanted to let you know that you're saying you don't want to talk about it, but you're kind of talking about it.
I'm just briefly mentioning it so I could try to get to my point, but I'm starting to lose my point. Thanks, Garrett.
You're welcome.
This is the ADHD brain working
Can
at
you
peak
get
efficiency.
to the point, please?
Give me a moment to try to find the point again.
Lost the whole goddamn train.
My god. Okay, wait, yeah. I just, now that I've got a new job with a new schedule and a set schedule and one that actually really works for me, I want to start. I need to finish Sully's business cards at the top of that fucking list of things I need to do. And then I just want to start doing art again. At least once a week, just post some art thing I make to Instagram.
Have you seen? There's a guy on Instagram. I don't know. I don't remember what his name is, but his whole thing that I've seen, I follow him, so I'm sure I could find it. But he posts videos every day, and the title of the video is "Drawing Something Objectively Rad," and he takes recommendations from the comment section, and it's so good. He did one a T-Rex doing a backflip on a skateboard or some shit like that. It's just
incredible.
great, and he's so good too. The art is really, really well done. And so he just does ridiculous things that are objectively rad. and it's really fun to see the artwork. But that was what that made me think of. So I meant.
I think all of us are coming into our deciding to be better era.
100%.
Maybe. I don't know yet. That's it. There's nothing more, I guess.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but nah.
I do want to do
Fucking
more photography. I really need to get
unlikely.
it done.
I also
I have
so
so many.
That's me.
me and
Also,
you
you're
need
up
to
above.
start going to the gym. I know, and I'm very sorry. Logan, I will make sweet love to you.
Well, as long as it's sweet.
I've been
Oh, it'll be
so
very sweet.
long that it doesn't matter anymore.
I've been going to the gym with my broker,
Nice.
That's incredible. When do you usually go?
like 8:30 at night.
Oh God.
Yeah, if y'all wonder why I'm not around, it's because I'm at the gym.
He's with another woman. This bastard.
Actually, he hasn't texted me.
No, it's worse.
in a few
He's
days.
with another man.
He hasn't texted me in a few days. I have to text him and be like, "Hey, man, what the hell? I thought we were gym buddies."
But I can give you my schedule and we can
You work
try to do some shit.
9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
No.
You got a gay schedule.
I do. I have a schedule similar to what I don't know if that's still what Caden's doing, but the whole long hours but 4 days a week.
Yeah.
I work
always.
2 12s and 2 8s.
I'm supposed to work 4 10s, but here lately it's been a 15, a 14, a 13. No, a couple of 13s. It's been hell, but God, my paychecks are looking good for the time being.
Oh, I bet.
Like, I almost cleared 2K for 2 weeks. That's really fucking good for me.
That is pretty good.
Not bad at all. Yeah. I could already have a nice exhaust on my car with that kind of money.
And this
Yeah,
is why you
but
don't have that
you
kind of
see-
money, because you always blow it on shit.
I own a house and now 2 cars, and I'm slowly paying Sully back.
I ain't got the kind of money to blow on shit, Landon.
Oh, you could blow me though.
Slowly paying me back.
I'm not blowing you.
I have my ways.
What?
We've worked up a plan.
Don't worry about it.
I'm so lost.
Yeah,
Good.
be lost.
It's for the best, really.
I don't want no shit from you fucking assholes.
Too late.
You will be accepting
bad.
my shit in your bowl, whether you want it or not.
That was a sentence.
I have already shat on your doorstep.
I have already shat in your pants.
Time to sit down, Sonny. The reckoning's beginning.
Uh oh.
I did not intend to be out as long as I did today. I forgot that dryer in the apartment takes 2 hours each cycle.
Anyway,
And just for a normal normal dry.
What is that?
Anyway, so my next paycheck is going to be my commission check. So if I have enough money after taking rented bills out, I'm going to get a eBay catback exhaust for my car because anything is going to sound better than that fucking rattle. I've already checked it out too. I found one for $136, no tax, free shipping. So if I have a spare $136, you bet your sweet bippy, I'm getting me an eBay catback.
My
Also
paychecks are
like-
looking great, boys. They're looking fantastic.
Okay, how many have you gotten since you started your new job?
Probably like some, I would say.
An amount?
A big fat 0 for those of you wondering what the number is.
Probably has some.
It is an amount. I'm actually still net negative because of like fees you have to start and everything.
Wait, have you actually gotten paid?
No, you don't get paid until you sell the house.
Okay. That's what I thought, but like I was like, huh?
No, I am net negative because it's like 500 to start the class and then 150 to do the class I'm doing right now and then like 700 something to do the starting fees for Association of Realtors. Blah blah this, blah blah that. Lots of fun things.
I'm miserable. I don't hate the people I work with, I just hate my job. I work my ass off for like $13 an hour plus commission, which keeps me alive.
At least you
I
make
mean, it's
commission.
fine. I get 40-hour work weeks, 40+ hour work weeks. I often work an extra half hour a day or longer. So I have consistently gotten overtime since I started, which is nice. But you know, my job sucks. It's not great. It's not necessarily a horrible job. It's just there's a lot more effort that goes into it than I believe is worth the money I'm making. So you know,
I
That's why
thought
my
you
mom
would have
quit.
made at least 14 an hour. I mean, I get the commissions part, but that still sounds like ass.
yeah. Well, that's why
In the current economy,
O'Reilly's is a
especially.
Fortune 500 company.
I am going to cry.
They pay their employees like shit.
If it makes you feel better, I couldn't find it either.
Yeah, so this is one hell of a podcast episode that we're having right here.
Yeah, it is. We're all playing fucking Pixelmon.
Except Landon.
Yeah, let's.
But I have.
I
like,
stopped
Might
playing
be enough Pixel.
Pixelmon specifically so I could focus on conversations, and then everybody else just kind of stopped talking.
I just don't have a whole lot to talk about. I don't know what.
I also
What are we
don't.
doing?
We came into this with zero prompt.
It's true. This is
the
just.
best way to do it.
I mean, dude, we were talking. Me and Trenton and Sully were like
Talking.
having our own little makeshift podcast the other night. I mean, it was nice. We were
Yeah,
all
but
in
what's the
person,
point of
and
that
we were
if
all
you can't
talking and
record
just
it?
having a really good time. It was recorded,
Was recorded.
Oh, cool.
just not as a podcast episode. It was live
Yeah,
on
I didn't
TikTok or some
record
shit
it,
like
sorry.
that.
That wasn't me.
This one, here's something for the podcast. I've been getting a lot of shrimp memes on my fucking Instagram, and it's kind of like, I know it's because I'm consuming the content that it keeps feeding the content to me, but I never think about it in the like process of consumption. I just see a funny shrimp meme and I'm like, funny shrimp meme, and then I move on, and then an hour later there's another one and I've already forgotten the last one, and now I'm just on to the
Funny
next
shrimp meme.
funny shrimp meme. Yeah, it's a vicious cycle, and I've started to realize it because it's like,
You look in your saved memes list, and it's just like 20 shrimp memes in a row.
dude,
You're just like, wait a minute. Something's off.
Oh, I own a snake now. I own a ball python,
Oh, yeah, that has happened since the last.
oh yeah.
and her
Hey,
name is
keep it to
Pesto.
yourself. That update section was early.
I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
you missed your chance.
Yeah, fuck
We
you,
don't do
buddy.
callbacks in this podcast. Who the fuck do
Anyway,
you
sorry.
think you
Go
are?
ahead. You can talk about your snail.
No, you can't.
By what?
Wait, did you just say snail?
I did.
Do you
Not
have a
what
snail?
she is.
I don't know snails. Snails are cool.
Snails are dope, bro. I've got one of my saved memes on Instagram is a stick ass fucking snail edit.
What, like a car edit, but a snail?
No, it's great. I'll send it to you. Hold on. Keep this
Dear
in the
God.
podcast, by the way.
No.
Well, I'm not. Obviously, I'm not sending it to the podcast, but like, keep this conversation at the podcast.
No. I knew what you meant.
Yes, you have to.
No.
No. Fuck you, mean.
This podcast
Nuh-uh.
is just going to be a bunch of cut content.
I own this podcast, bitch. It'll be whatever I want it to be. I'm gonna
This
cut it down.
episode
Yeah,
is not releasing.
No, I'm gonna cut this episode down to only be whenever we breathe. Oh my god.
Every time we say
I'm gonna do my job for a while, and start making some money, right? And then I'm going to take like a week off and just edit every single piece of content that I have, all of the podcasts, down to just like a 2-hour long compilation of us going.
And my brother pointed out I do this thing before I speak. Every single time before I say something, I just do a, and
Yeah.
now I can't unhear it.
Yeah, you
that
do.
a lot.
I don't. He was like, "Why do you do that?" And I was like, "I didn't even know I did that until you pointed it out."
It's just because you're
So-
preparing for the amount of bullshit that's about to come out of your mouth every
That
time you speak.
literally is you preparing yourself and thinking about what you're saying before it comes out of your mouth. I've caught myself.
You can tell
doing
when
that.
I think about what I say because before I say it.
That doesn't line up though, because it sure feels like you don't think about it a lot more than what has been observed.
Yeah, I just don't think you think.
carefully- The thing is that I have carefully crafted and concocted the most unhinged amount of bullshit possible for any one given sentence.
What if it isn't bait? What if it is my unadulterated dog shit opinion?
Speaking of unfiltered, unadulterated dog shit opinions, and you know what I fucking hate?
Yourself.
Yeah.
Whoa, Caden, let's not get too real here.
No, you're not gonna get what the original thought behind what I fucking hate because
It's gone.
What were
it's
you
a
talking about?
it's an impure thought.
Isn't that like
So,
90%
we'll
of
just-
your thoughts?
Yeah.
No, I am a child of God.
Don't lie to me.
All right, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Good boy.
At least you accept it.
Don't ever. No.
Yo.
Oh, that's what
Can I have what
forgot
he's
to talk
having?
about in the update. I fucking fumbled a goth baddie because she called me a good boy in text
Oh,
chat,
yeah!
and it was the first time a woman had ever done that to me, and it made me so divinely uncomfortable that I asked her not to, and then I got ghosted, reasonably so.
How I am so disappointed in you,
I
Garrett.
would have folded.
Yeah.
I did
on
fold,
the
but I
spot
folded
fold.
the wrong way. Is the problem? Folding was exactly what happened there. It just was suboptimal folding.
Listen, I
The
don't
corners
call her
weren't
her
even.
mommy, but I would have called her
Schedule
mommy in a
hotline.
minute just to make her happy.
There's so many things I regret. I even tried reaching out to her a few days after that, and nothing. She didn't even read the message. It was rough, man.
Aw.
I let that one get away.
That's rough.
And rest assured, that problem will never occur again for as long as I live.
Let's you know.
I have decided that if a hot goth woman tells me to bark, I'm putting on my best Doberman. Yeah, Doberman impression. So anyway, I'm so fucking alone,
Go on.
Hell yeah,
and
brother.
it's my fault. It is my fault.
Don't worry, Garrett.
That's cool, man.
We'll make you
Next
feel
time,
loved.
keep it to yourself.
You know, I'm really thankful that you have reminded us. Now I think about a new way to rag on you.
I bring that up like periodically, every like couple months.
Yeah, but I'm either not listening or not here when I do.
I'm either not listening or don't care.
It could be one or it could be either one, really. Maybe, but
With Garrett, it's usually both.
what was that?
With Garrett, it's usually both.
What was that? Sorry.
What was that?
What was that?
What are we talking about?
I don't care.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna be releasing a new EP, hopefully by the end of the year, but judged off how fast I've gotten the recordings done, likely sometime next year.
That's not
We
gonna
move
stop
swiftly on.
anymore. That IP will not.
It
stop
might.
me. Nah.
It might. He
lost
just has to not fold the wrong way this
that
time.
That epi.
The epi,
found
I
a
got that
red
epi
box.
coming out. Listen, I have accepted how absolutely bad of a fumble that was, and I can never live that down, and I accept that. But I do want to move past it because it's not a shining star in my time on this planet. Let's be honest.
Sometimes you just need to have your life's mistakes shoved in your face over and over again.
Landon, is this a road you want to go down?
Garrett, I know of my mistakes. They are
Yeah,
horrible
I am-
indeed.
Painfully aware of mine as well. That's what I'm saying.
I just want
Now
you to be
it's
aware
time
of them
for
and
you to
live
be
with them
painfully
forever.
aware of mine. I'm putting you in the note.
Let's go.
You'll get that recognition you always wanted.
I love recognition. Anyway, yeah, so I'm releasing an EP eventually, and it's gonna be really good, and you guys are gonna love it.
Are we?
No,
There we
it'll
go.
probably make you sad.
All right. Well,
Will it
that's
make
it
me
for
come?
the Road Closed podcast. Welcome back.
Oh, that's it. That's
everybody.
the end of it.
Thank you all for
That's the
joining.
end?
Thank you all for coming back. If you want to see more, comment and tell us what you want, because we're all clueless and don't know what to do. And if you don't want to see more, you're lying. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.